right? It's going to come with self-motivation and dedication. Do you have that?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Once the 1500 is over, it's over.
Yeah.
Then the work begins. Then the grinding starts, right?
Yeah.
You said you want that nice car, right?
I do.
You want to take care of your family?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You just said from a level of 1 to 10, you're committed to doing 2 to 3 hours a day of training, right? Mm-hmm. Well, the only thing stopping you is your own commitment to get rid of the only thing that's going to cause you a little bit of pain in the beginning, but maximize your pleasure for the rest of your life if you're actually honoring that commitment.
Yeah, I think you're right. All right.
Right?
I can do it.
So, is that a Visa or a MasterCard? So what are you selling?
A stock trading course.
What are you selling?
I'm selling the education.
What are you selling?
A course, value, a money-making skill.
What are you selling?
My time.
What are you selling?
The ability to make money from your house. Stock trading.
Go get me a pen and paper. Don't even know what he's selling. Jesus. I'm about to give this fool an education lesson he'll never fucking forget. Thank you. All right. Beautiful. All right. This is what we call the salesman's bullseye. Okay? Simple, simple, simple. Okay? What are you selling? Say, I don't know, Dad.
I don't know that.
Okay. What you're selling is the result of being a good trader. You're selling the lifestyle of being a disciplined, informed, educated trader. Does that make sense?
Yes, I'm selling the lifestyle.
What are you selling?
The lifestyle.
You're selling the lifestyle of a
successful trader.
Yes, that's it. Right?
Yeah.
You're not selling how the fuck you trade. You're not selling what you exactly do to make a trade. You're selling why becoming a successful, disciplined trader benefits their life positively.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Are there traders who are broke?
Yes.
How many?
Probably most of them.
Most of them. That's right? You're not one of them, right?
No.
Why?
Because I focused and I learned over time.
Yeah, because you're disciplined, you have rules, you don't trade with more than 1 to 3% of your nut in your trading account, right?
Portfolio, yeah.
Whatever, okay? You're going to teach them how to look at indicators to margin rise, right?
Yeah.
Hedge their risk, right? You're going to teach them what softwares you use to hedge your risk, but that's not what you're selling. What you're selling is 100%, 100,000% why being a successful trader benefits their lives positively. Do you have a dishwasher?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
Do you have a microwave?
Yeah.
What about a fridge?
Yeah.
What about a washer and a dryer?
I mean, yeah.
A car?
Yeah.
Beautiful. If any of those break at all, can you tell me how you're going to fix any of those things?
No, probably not.
Can you tell me what exactly the microwave does to take your food from frozen to 100 degrees in 3 minutes?
No.
Do you give a shit?
Not really.
No. The only reason we have those things is why?
Make our life easier.
Because it benefits our lives positively.
Yeah.
Right? What you're trying to do when you're selling is you're going to increase pleasure. At the same time, you're going to decrease their pain. Okay?
Yeah.
It's called the PP effect, right? PP effect, right? By working with you, I will have a higher chance of gaining more pleasure, more lifestyle. I'll have the fame, the girls, the cars, the house, the retirement account, the pension, the traveling, the kids, the legacy, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to minimize my pain because I don't have to work for a 9 to 5. I don't have to have a stupid boss. I don't have to pay taxes on this stupid shit. I don't have to sell my time for money, right? I don't have to eat ramen noodles and go to college and be a peasant. I don't need student loan debt, right? All of these things that you're minimizing pain.
Yeah.
Right? minimizing pain, maximizing pleasure.
Yeah.
And the whole focus point is selling why learning from you, building and being part of your community benefits you positively, right?
Yeah.
Now, how much does it cost?
$1,500.
So you're selling it for $1,500.
Yeah.
So that's what your ask is,
Yeah.
$1,500, right?
Yeah.
What did they get?
They get like pretty much all the beginner level stuff, so you can have a decent intermediate level and know how to trade.
What do they get?
They get the education,
What do they get?
the knowledge to live a lifestyle.
What do they get?
I don't know.
They get to minimize their pain, and they're going to learn how to maximize their pleasure. You never talk about the how or the what during the transaction, okay? Nobody gives a shit how you made $1 million. No one gives a shit what exactly you did to make $1 million. They only give a shit on what $1 million does to benefit their lives
Style.
positively.
Yeah.
Their lives positively, right? Remember, maximize pleasure, minimize
Pain.
what?
Pain.
Pain. Perfect, right? That's all marketing and sales is, right?
Yeah.
So they're investing this $1,500 into their what?
Into their pleasure.
That's right. And by learning from you, they're going to minimize their what?
Their pain.
Thank you. If they do what?
Listen to my advice.
If they follow
Yeah.
your advice.
Yeah.
But you're not a financial advisor, right?
Yeah.
So there is risk in this, right?
Yeah.
So you're just going to say that I can't guarantee success.
Yeah.
I can only guarantee minimizing
Minimizing your pain.
your pain.
And maximizing your pleasure.
That's right. Does that make sense, right?
Yeah.
So when you're selling somebody $1,500, you're saying, listen, this is going to be peanuts compared to the pain you're going to go through without learning how to trade, right? And you compare it to other things outside of being a trader. Like what? Like working at McDonald's, like going to college, like eating ramen noodles, like going to a club and not affording to buy a drink for a girl, right? You're going to paint that picture when you go through the sales process, right? So you have the intro, okay?
Yeah.
Right? What's your name? What do you do for a living? You know, how did you hear about me? What do you know about trading, right? Whatever, right? Then you go right into pain. Boom. You go right into pain, right? Pain is what do you do for a living? When I say what do you do for a living, I say I'm a firefighter. What does that tell you?
That much money.
They don't make that much fucking money, and their job is very
Demanding.
high risk and very demanding. Exactly, right? And then you go through the next part, which is called their dream, right? So we have intro, we have pain, we have dream, right? And the dream is, in a perfect world, Gavin, how much money would you be making? How would your girlfriend be that you have? How loyal would she be? Would she be a queen? Would she be making you breakfast? Right? Would you be wearing lingerie? Would you have your own house? Would you be living with your boys? What kind of car would you have? Right?
Yeah.
This is painting the dream. You're not painting the dream for me, you're painting the dream for your customer, right?
Yeah.
You put the dream in the front of their head, right?
Yeah.
And then what do we have?
We have pleasure.
So we have pain, we have the dream, which is the pleasure,
Yeah.
okay?
Okay,
And then we have the product,
Oh, okay.
right? What's the product? You are the product. You are the product, right?
I got
And
you.
when you're the product, you're selling what?
Yourself.
That's right. Advice. Selling yourself. Okay?
Yeah.
There's one thing I taught Jared how to do, right? This is how he went from selling websites for $2,500 to $25,000. The difference is you're selling yourself, right?
Yeah.
And when you're selling yourself, you're selling what you have, which is maximizing what?
The pleasure.
That's right. And you've also been able to what?
Minimize the pain.
That's right. That's all you're selling is what you've been able to do for yourself.
Yeah.
Right? Boom. And then that's the product, okay? And then you have the last part, which a lot of people say is the close. I call it the assumption, right? What is the assumption?
No, to be honest.
The assumption is where I don't ask for you to buy from me.
You just assume they are.
I just assume you're going to buy from me, right?
Yeah.
So I have the intro. I learned everything I know about you, right? I have your pain. I know where you're at. I know where you want to go, which is your dream.
Yeah.
I have the product, which is me, which is your coaching, right?
Yeah.
We have the price, right? That price is $1,500 a pain to maximize your
pleasure.
There we go, right? And then we know that because we know what your dream is, we know that how we're going to maximize your
pleasure.
There we go. And so it only has to do one thing one time, which is what?
Pay the $1,500
Thank
fee.
you, which is this, right?
Minimizing the
But
pain.
once this is over, then we focus on what?
The pleasure.
That's right.
Yeah,
Right?
the benefits.
So that's all we do. We assume. So, hey, Gavin, how bad and how committed on a level from 1 to 10 are you to actually having the car of your dreams, the house of your dreams, and the lifestyle you want to be able to take care of your parents?
You're very committed.
How committed are you to that? Can you dedicate 2 or 3 hours a day, every day, until you become a master trader?
More.
Is that something that you're willing to commit to paper?
Yes.
If I send you a contract saying that you're going to commit 2 to 3 hours a day, and I'm going to be able to track that through this app, that's something that you'll actually commit to.
Yes.
And you'll know that by not committing to that, you're only reducing your chances of getting what you want.
Yeah, reducing your pleasure.
You understand that, right?
Yeah.
All right. And so I'm trying to help you minimize your what?
Your pain.
And maximize your what?
Your pleasure.
Perfect, right?
Yeah.
And then so the 1,500, is that pleasure or pain?
Pain.
That's pain. But once that pain is over, do we have any more pain?
No.
No. The only other pain we have is the 2 or 3 hours a day that you need to dedicate to learn how to be like you.
Yeah.
Right? That's all we got to do. Now, let's just say we get an objection, right? Because we get objections, right?
Yeah.
What do? We get an objection, right? Well, Gavin, it all sounds good, but I don't have, I got to talk to my wife. I don't have the money. I don't have this. I don't have that. I got to consider this. I got to consider that. There's other guys that are selling it cheaper. There's other guys that are selling it more expensive, right? Yeah. It doesn't matter what the fucking objection is, right? It doesn't matter. If you get an objection, you have a buyer.
Yeah.
Just know that in your head. If they object, they're going to buy from me, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what the objection is. All you're going to do is go right from the assumption all the way right back to the pain.
That's what they do?
That's all you do. I go intro, pain, dream, product, assume. Objection, pain, dream, product, assume.
Dang.
That's
pretty
all I do every time. I don't care. Give me an objection. Give me an objection.
It's too expensive. I can't afford it.
Yeah, I understand that, and I can appreciate that you think that $1,500 is expensive. And guess what? You're right. For you being a firefighter right now, it is a huge financial commitment. Yeah. But you did say that you were sick of your job and you don't like being a firefighter because of how much money you actually make, right?
Yeah.
And how much money did you spend going to college?
I don't know, 100,000?
Yeah, because you got a degree, right?
Yeah.
So there's been $100,000. But if you could have bought this program with your college tuition, would you have bought it?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you know why they won't let you buy it?
No.
Because as a stock trader working with me, you pay less taxes. You're not an asset for the government. Do you like being an asset for the government, giving 40% of your money to the government? No. Beautiful. Neither do I, right? Mm-hmm. So unfortunately, the stuff that's actually going to benefit your life positively is not going to come with tuition, right? It's going to come with self-motivation and dedication. Do you have that? Yeah. Beautiful. Once the 1,500 is over, it's over. Yeah. Then the work begins. Then the grinding starts, right? Yeah. You said you want that nice car, right? I do. You want to take care of your family? Yeah. Are you sure? Yes. You just said from a level of 1 to 10, you're committed to doing 2 to 3 hours a day of training, right? Mm-hmm. Well, the only thing stopping you is your own commitment to get rid of the only thing that's going to cause you a little bit of pain in the beginning, but maximize your pleasure for the rest of your life if you're actually honoring that commitment.
Yeah, I think you're right. All right. Right? I can do it.
So, is that a Visa or a MasterCard? Is it start with a 4 or a 5? 4. All right, beautiful. That's a Visa. Great. Give me the 16 digits from left to right. Make sense? I assume. I don't say, does this sound like something you want to do? I just assume they're going to do it. Does that make sense? Yeah. Right? Yeah. And if they ever ask me, Rob, well, how exactly do you trade? I'd be like, very carefully. What exactly do you do? I do some smart analysis. But do you really give a shit what I do? Or do you give a shit that I live a multi-million-dollar lifestyle and you don't? Yeah, I probably care more with the lifestyle. Does that make sense, right? Yeah. So always answer a what question or a how question with a why response. And remember, it's not your why, it's their why. Yeah. So after you have intro, their why is also related to their pain and their dream. That is their why. Yeah. Which is why when we have an objection, we go all the way back to pain.
Yeah.
I don't need to introduce myself every time, right? Hey, I'm Rob.
No,
Nice to meet you,
yeah,
right? No,
yeah.
we've already done that once, and it doesn't need to happen again, right?
Yeah.
So intro, pain, dream, product, assume. Pain, dream, product, assume. Pain, dream, product, assume. Pain, dream, product, assume, right? Until they hang up.
Yeah.
Until they hang up. That's all it is, right?
Assume.
If they ask me a how question, I give them a what response or a why response.
If they ask you a question,
Yeah.
you give them
A why response,
with
right?
pain.
Always a why response, right?
Yeah.
The only thing that's going to be there is the $1,500 is the only contingency of pain that you're giving them, right?
Yeah.
But is $1,500 worth it?
Yes.
Why is it worth it?
Because it's a lot less pain and a lot more pleasure for what
But why is it worth it?
for the lifestyle. You get
Why is it worth it?
for the lifestyle that you'll get out of it.
Why is it worth it? Whatever their pain is and whatever their dream is why it's worth it.
Yeah, the pain.
It's always why is it worth it for them? Because it's going to increase their
Pleasure.
and reduce their
Pain.
right? So it's always going to be in their pain and their dream, right? So why is it beneficial to them? It's why it's beneficial because you know their pain and their dream. It will maximize their pleasure, minimize their pain at the same time.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
That is all sales and marketing.
Oh, okay.
Questions?
Well, that actually makes sense now.
Huh?
Makes a lot more sense.
$1,500 is nothing compared to $1 million lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful. After I teach you how to make your first 100,000, can I count on 10 referrals?
Yeah.
You promise?
Yeah.
You commitment on that?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Is that Visa or MasterCard?
That'll be MasterCard.
There we go. I also take Wire, Bitcoin, Cash App, and Shiba.
Shiba.